Okay, hello everyone. If you notice, I have my mic slightly better, slightly. Um, I got another mic. It's not that good, but it's better than what I had before. So we are back here on this little game. Seduce me. I forgot the full name of it, but oh look, there's extra and bonuses. It kind of bothers me how the extras is slightly getting cut off at the end right there, but it's fine. Not not too bad. For some reason, like this looks very non-symmetrical to me. But anyways, let's continue with our load game. I accidentally the same load here by accident, but let's just go on. Okay. So where we left off, I was called, or at least Jane-kun was called to the principal's office, and something happened. Okay, and it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was very cold, or really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The sky. I don't know why that. Sorry, I'm trying to get something right now, so it's really distracting me. Anyways, the skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see anything of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking. In fact, I was looking to the. I was looking up was the exact opposite I was doing. Stared to. Oof. Could probably guess what happened. But grass beneath my feet. I'm the monotone you'll eulogies eulogies you what you'll words. I know how it is supposed to be said, but it keeps coming out as the wrong words. Damn it. That float around my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that was finally able to raise my head. What? What's that name? Harold Anderson. Forever in our hearts. A small gathering of people, um, almostly mostly made of relatives I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple, small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be a heavy sentence. I looked beside me where my father was standing holding a large black umbrella for a small family of three. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small, Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud its contents. Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under strict request from his lawyer, and there was reason why. What? How? What? I just turned 18, so that's cool with me. Couldn't believe my ears. I earned the family estate at oh yeah, that's right, 18. That was impossible. It and yet it had was written in my own by my own grandfather's hand. Why do you sound angry, father? Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother, with a serious expression on his face. Dude, why you so cold to me, bro? Dad. Oh, jeez, my dad's an asshole. Do I get to choose? Do I have something to say? I wasn't really sure what to say. My grandfather. Why did my grandfather think I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I ready to live on my own? Wow. Fucking douche, man. Even though she raised her voice, sorry. I am super hungry. Um, I was just checking on something. Even though she raised her voice, Dad wordlessly began to walk back to the car, disinterested. Mm-hmm. I don't live with you guys anymore. I live in a fucking mansion, bro. You can go to the. You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time to alone with Grandpa. She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty save for the sulken grave that laid in front of me. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this story any justice. Is it? We'll probably um find out why dad's such an asshole to you for no reason somewhere in the future. But I'm just gonna keep calling him an asshole because he kind of is being an asshole for the sake of being an asshole right now. So anyways, I'm sure that that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been different, much different. It's blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they passed away? Everyone knew my grandfather loved grandfather's love of toys, yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather is almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out words, but the only thing that came out was a choke, so. He told me to stay strong, but right now, I'm the furthest from it. Like that one time a long time ago. Ooh, flashback. Hi, Grandpa. Grandpa! Oh, you look adorable. Okay. I was I swept into a big bear hug, or a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was playful and loving even as I grew older. Sorry that sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said he wasn't feeling too good again. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well. Yep. Oh. Yeah. Um. So what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we can go. Sure. Oh. Yes. Oh, is it a toy? Or is that a toy? Shit. um. Is there any way? I'm. Hold on. Let me. Wonder if that's the preference. Yep. The. Is that a little bit faster? Um. Yeah. Let's do that. This music is extremely loud compared to the voice acting, so I have to lower that down. Of course. He placed the toy in my hand with a smile. I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing though. Um, I think the heart on the chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive and it can be like a little night light before you go to sleep. He stroked his he stroked his chin considering my input and while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle. Magically delicious. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa. Yes, yes I do. Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though. Grr. Not. I don't have that much time. They expect you to like. Okay. They expect you to like know what you want by the time you turn 12, or like by the time you're in middle school. Because when you go into high school, you have to start planning what colleges you want to go to. Um, by the time you're a freshman and sophomore, so you can strive for that. And by the time you're a junior, you have to choose your colleges that you want to go to, and then apply in your senior year. And then you should like they just want you to choose at such a young age, and I don't. I was just a lucky few of like I knew what I wanted to do and all that jazz, but a lot of kids are not like me, and they don't have that much time. They like expect you to know what you want to do with your life by the age of like 12. So, and 12-year-olds are not that smart. No, I do not trust that. That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think the same way of it though. Your father. Mhm. Called me precious fucking little errors. Not sure about that. I am. I have to. He bent down to look at me at eye level. with a serious look on his face. I guess. I don't hate Eddie. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this though. Why not? I heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. The only person who's had stayed quiet, the only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained to say a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever had happened set up a wall between them. It's hard though, pretending that nothing, as if nothing were wrong. I'm a big kid now. Cool. How can you be sure of that? Where are you pointing? He pointed his finger to my head at first, then pointed at my chest. Promise. For a moment he looked almost sad, pleading, but quickly, but as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared on his face, and he was all smiles once again. Promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up. You're gonna cook and do paperwork? Bravo. Homemade desserts? I'll race you to the kitchen. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh shit, what did I... Can I go back? No, I can't go back. A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I swallowed quickly. There was no use of getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. It's hard to stay calm when you left me with so many questions, especially what happened between you and Dad. Talking to a grave. My vision blurred and I suddenly realized I was crying. My face heated up with as tears rolled down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might be turned against me. Eileen, who are you? I left the grave, wiping my tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see. Wait, give me 1 second. I need to. Is there any way to stop Steam notifications like now? Steam setting. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully that works. Okay, so back. Hopefully that works. The Ganya. Thanks, Mom. However, Dad didn't. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure if that was a good idea. I'm not wearing black clothes, though. Gathering my courage, I decided that was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something? Why did you want me to move to the States so soon? Why do you want me to move to the States so soon? Ellipses. Ro- mm, mhm. But it's so sudden. You just made the decision. You just decided so quickly right after the funeral. Why are you such a fucking asshole? I'm just saying that maybe you can talk about it. We can talk more about my future. My reply rubbed. In my reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly. Mm, but what if? Would not be a very good dog. Mm. But if I, but what if I don't want to work there? I'm rather irritated now. Ellipses. Motherfucking. Fucking. Keep that ellipses. Came closer to me. His face softened. Softened. I hate you. For some reason, I heard him say that, something, yeah, good, good, get angry. Your dad has been, like, I just met your dad and he's been such an asshole to you. Like, really. Do you even care that grandfather passed away? Well, everything seems fine and dandy to you. Things couldn't be better. I don't like your tone, old man. It's not, it's not like, it's like nothing even happened at all. You'll, like, you just ignore the fact that he's no longer here. Yeah, no, shut up. What did he ever do to you to deserve this? My father, his face hardened, crossed his arms, and erupted in an angry laugh. He's been a lot nicer to me than you. Jeez. Is that it? Are you happy that seeing grandfather dead while everyone else is grieving, you're holding yourself back from laughing in everyone's faces? Did you feel just a bit happier seeing him lying in the graveyard? Hmm. Hmm. Flash of anger, of rage crossed his face. He whipped the back of his hand across my cheek. Shut the fuck up. Where's my mom? Ellipses. Where the fuck have you been? Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll go upstairs. asshole, I hate you. I quickly turned and ran upstairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. My breath came in short pants, and for a while I leaned against my door to my bedroom, eventually sliding down against it. How did things become like this? My cheeks still throbbing, I tentatively looked up and looked at the mirror to see how it looked. Hopefully it doesn't bruise. What am I saying? Tears formed the corners of my eyes, and I blinked them back rapidly. I couldn't cry for a second time today. I had to stay strong. I was stronger than that. I had to be stronger than that. Go away. I'm fine. I just lost my appetite. I don't want lasagna. Yes. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about me, Mom. I'll come downstairs later to eat. I just don't want to eat right now. I wanted to tell her. A part of me wanted to scream at her that, what Dad had done, but at the same time, I knew she couldn't fix anything. Besides, I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the events remain in the past. Finally, my mom left. It was strange to think that she was only a few inches away from me, only separated by a single wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything to get my mind off of what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking any more about the pain still radiating from its cheek. I was going to move into my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack up my stuff so I could be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that was a good idea. I should start packing. I opened the closet, rummaged for a while, till I finally found 2 large bags. Pulling them out onto the floor of my room, I began to empty my drawers and cabinets so I could bring all my things with me. Shit, I was checking something. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them. I certainly didn't have many things in my room that I would miss if I suddenly left the house. I shook my head to get rid of those thoughts. If I was going to my new house, if it was going to be my new home, it would have to feel like it one way or another. I was going to make it a home. What the fuck? Okay. Just as I was packing my things, my cell phone rang and began to vibrate in my pocket. I slid my phone out of my pocket, answered it while slowly easing myself into bed. Who can possibly be calling? Oh, totes. Oh, it's a group chat. Ellipses. I'm really glad you guys. My voice managed to come out, even though it was only in a whisper. No, I'm not. I am so many things. Well, I slowly began to tell them about the funeral that afternoon. A small silence followed. When I was done recounting what happened, to my relief, Naomi finally spoke up. I don't think that's a good idea, Naomi. Thank you, though, but I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. My dad isn't in a good mood, so can we just keep talking on the phone like this? Mm. Triple T. 3T. Triple H. Ah ha ha ha. Yeah. That's a very pathetic gang if it's only 3 people. Can you only have a gang with 3 people? Is that a thing? What's the definition of gang? Okay, Suzu. A lot of things. Oh, fighting. We chatted cheerfully about all sorts of things. Very soon I had forgotten about the events that day and engaged in a conversation with about Naomi's favorite TV show. Some program called Herlock. We all agreed that the actor playing the titular character certainly had a very distinctive look about him, with that long overcoat and scarf wrapped around his neck. We had many disagreements about who we thought who was the coolest character. Yeah, yeah, his he has really high cheekbones and his eyes are really pretty though. I do have to say I prefer Jetson, Jetson, Jetson. And as a bonus, his actor is just so sassy. I looked at the clock hanging and I realized how late it was. Whoa, already 1 a.m.? Sorry to keep you guys up so late. I think I'm gonna hit the hay for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I mean later. I should probably go shower and go to bed. I can't believe I stayed up this late talking to my friends. That's not late. That's not that late compared to how long I stay up with my friends. But it was really nice. Yeah, it was. Well, to the bathroom I go. Took a relaxing shower. Nothing beats nothing beats hot water and the feeling of being clean. After drying myself, I promptly dressed in my pajamas and crawled into bed. A nice hot shower after a long day. So glad I'm finally in bed. It had been a re- it had really been a long it had been a really long day. I knew that I was wishing for something to change back in class, but I certainly wasn't expecting anything to happen that anything of any of the things that happened today. Okay, sorry. I heard that weird. And I have to go back to school tomorrow. Ugh. I curled up on my side tightly, wrapped the blanket around. Why can I not read? I wasn't in the mood to be returning to school, but Dad would probably make me go just for the sake of it. Time to go away. Oh fuck. I reached a lamp. I reached out to the lamp on my yeah. However, my mind was so lost in the passing of my father and the thought of inheriting something so big that it haunted my mind the entire night until the next morning. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I just realized how extremely long this has been. So I'll just stop right here and